Hello everybody. It's Dr. Melva and I'm live at my virtual book launch party. I hope everybody can hear me and join me, invite friends. Today's the big day. Virtual launch of my book, Putting the Good C in Cancer Care. For those of you just joining, I'm Dr. Melva, your cancer success strategist. I'm a board certified radiation oncologist. Yes, Eastern is starting right now. So excited to share this with you. Please come on in for the party. We have some balloons set up. We're ready to have a good time. So please invite everyone to come on in. Welcome to the virtual book launch. Please go and get your copy. The link is in the comments. If someone else can write that down for me again, it is http://bit.ly/drmelva2018. Please grab your copy between now and 1 p.m. Eastern for $2.99, the flash sale. And we'll get started today. I'm going to share some of my story, the reasons behind writing this book. I'm so excited for you to join me. I'll wait for a couple more people to join. Hey, Brandy, thanks so much. Me and Nita are here. Yay! I hope today went well. My awesome radiation crew is there. Thank you so much for joining. Welcome. Please, if you can see the link and someone watch it for me. Hey, Dr. Zarina, Putting the Good C in Cancer Care. Hey, Dr. Sam. Head on over to the bit.ly link. It's bit.ly/drmelva, DRMELVA 2018. If someone can post that in the comments for me, I appreciate it. So excited. Yay, the day is finally here. I hope clinic is going well. Thank you to everyone holding it down. I took the day off because I'm so excited. I even have balloons. Woo! I thought about getting my kids out of school, but I was like, that would be way too much. So how's everybody doing? Thank you so much for posting that. Dr. Sam, you're so fast. Please head over to that link, get your flash copy for $2.99 between now. Hey, Dr. Stephanie, thanks for joining. Hey, Lisa, thanks so much. Good morning. Hi, thanks so much for joining. My new book, and it's so real to hold it here in my hands. Hey, Dr. Swiner, thanks so much for coming. Please make sure you head on over. The link is in the comments. It's bit.ly/drmelva 2018. Yay! Thank you. Yeah, I got the balloons. We're having a party over here. They were out of my colors, the green, because of the holidays. So we got those going. Thank you so much. I feel like we need to have a dance party. Dr. Stephanie's here. She loves her dance parties. Yes, $2.99 flash sale. A lot of good things in the book. Thank you so much for joining. All right. So it got hot in here really quick. I'm at home by myself. Took the day off and wanted to take just a little bit of time to make sure everybody shares this out. Again, head on over to the link. Dance party. Yes, you're having one after me, Dr. Stephanie. Dr. Stephanie probably has worked out. She's having a dance party. Yay. I have to work on my moves. I'm not quite there. So let me see. I'm still figuring out how to work this. Thank you so much for everybody joining. Please head on over, get your copy of the book for $2.99 on Amazon. The link is in the comments. And then come back and party with me. Let me just see how this works, if I can share it on my own page. I'm learning all the technical things because I'm by myself. So let's see. All right. So the title of my book is Putting the Good C in Cancer Care. And I really want to go through and share a little bit about why I wrote this. Oh my God, it's so hot. But I can't do this every day because it's so hot. Thank you so much for joining. Let me know when you're here. Let me know. Tell me you got your copy. It's only $2.99. You can head on over to the bit.ly link on Amazon. I'm so excited. I've talked to so many people today. Some I hadn't chatted with in a while. And the biggest question was when did you do this exactly? I'm well, I wrote a book in between toddler tantrums, late nights, traveling, moving, just the normal. And one of my doctor friends, Dr. Scott Mitchell, he's in clinic today, but he said he'll join us later, said, you just keep doing stuff, Dr. Melva. You amaze me. So thank you, Scott. I appreciate that. All right. So let's see. All right. Yes. Thank you so much, Sam. You got your copy. That was super fast, super easy. Hey, Megan. Thanks so much for joining me. Yay, Stephanie. Thanks so much for getting your copy. It is a quick read. It is one of those books that you can, like, when you're with kids or you're doing something else or you're at your doctor's appointment, you can put it in to that white coat or that pocket or those scrub pockets. If you know me, I'm like pretty straightforward and to the point. I'm excited for you to read it as well. So they're really good nuggets here. I'm so glad that my team has joined as well as my amazing super doctor friends. Give me 1 second. Let me see. All right, everybody, let me know that you got your book. Head on over to the link between now and 1 p.m. So excited. I was trying to figure out how to share this to my page. Hold on. That didn't work. So anyway, this is called Putting the Good C in Cancer Care. Let me kind of tell you a little bit about my story. So I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina. My father's a physician, my sister's a physician, my mother's an educator. I'm one of 3 children, the middle child, and I always knew I wanted to be a doctor. Thank you so much for joining. And I want an autographed copy. Yes, Dr. Swiner. Dr. Swiner, I did a collaboration with Dr. Swiner and Dr. St. Victor last year. And this is my first solo book. Yes, I appreciate, yes, thank you if you can share on my page. I couldn't quite figure it out. Thank you, Sora. I appreciate that. So back to me, so my story. So thank you, Dr. Sam. You guys are so wonderful and supportive in your busy clinic days, helping me out. So everybody head on over, get your links. Get your book with the link below. Somebody can please drop that for me. Thank you. Everybody share it to my page. I appreciate it. Hopefully I have to look at my settings because I think I don't have it on there. So my story is like, I always knew I wanted to be a doctor, right? And it wasn't until I think I graduated from Duke undergrad and had been accepted into medical school but hadn't started when my mother was diagnosed with breast cancer. I'll be honest, when she went through her journey, and she's a 15-year survivor, so congratulations, Mom. So happy for you. Hey, Cousin Katrina, thank you so much for joining. This is like so fun. Oh, this is funny. Yeah, I see like me on my page there. That's so funny. So thank you. Hold on 1 second. So I wasn't there for all of my, 1 second, let me see. Well, hopefully it'll share. Okay. Sorry. I'm like trying to get my life together over here. Hello. Yay, Mom. So my mom, a 15-year breast cancer survivor, and I wasn't there through all of her journey. And honestly, I didn't understand everything. I lost my uncle, my only uncle on my father's side, to Hodgkin's lymphoma my first year of medical school. And he had been enrolled in hospice. I didn't know what hospice was. And 2 weeks before he passed away, I asked how he was doing, and he said he was just fine. He had some ulcers on his tongue. And then I was at his funeral. So I didn't understand palliative care. I didn't understand the importance of hospice care because I wasn't a doctor yet. I hadn't been in medical school. Hey, Dr. Medell, thanks for joining. So it was all new to me. And recently, my story's changed even more. So I've talked a lot about my mom being a cancer survivor, and I hope he won't get me for sharing this today, but I think it'll help somebody. My father was recently diagnosed with cancer, so some of me on and off cancer chats, no cancer chats, is because cancer has once again hit home. And I've had to take all of the advice that I wrote right here to really help me be there and be supportive for my family as not only a board-certified radiation oncologist, not only a daughter, but as a listener. And so I've been a patient before. I'm always a patient advocate. Hey, Cousin Karen, thanks so much for joining. And things really change when your story changes. When you go from not only one parent who's a survivor to a second parent who will be a survivor. And not only is it difficult because I'm a radiation oncologist and I understand everything that's going on, sometimes I wish I didn't know so much. It's difficult when people don't put the good C in cancer care. Thank you so much, Medell. And by the good C, I mean compassion. I mean caring. I mean making connections to our patients as providers. I mean choices. Patients understanding that they have choices. And it was actually bittersweet to read this book and have this launch come out right around this time. Thank you so much, Cousin Karen. I appreciate you. Around the time that my father's been diagnosed. And just a quick PSA, no pun intended. Please tell the Black men in your lives, the men in your lives, but especially African-American men, that PSA tests, screening tests, will save lives. Okay? There's a big debate about early stage prostate cancer and over-screening and over-treating early stage disease, but everyone doesn't present in an early stage, okay? And Black males especially can have aggressive cancers, and we have to speak up and let them know. One, thanks to Dr. Donna, she pointed this out, getting a blood PSA test, having a rectal exam, it's not about violating, thank you, Dr. Swiner, it's not about violating you, it's about saving your life, okay? And when you have a number that's high, a blood test, talk to your primary care doctor, okay? When you have symptoms and you've had, let's say BPH or benign prostatic hypertrophy, for those of you watching who are not in the medical career, you pee a lot, you get up at night to pee, you start and stop your stream, pay attention to your body and don't be afraid to ask for help. And another reason I wrote this book, which again hits home, thank you so much for joining. Yes, PSA saves Black male lives. Yes, Dr. Medell, thank you so much. If you haven't gotten your copy, please head on over to the bit.ly link that is shared here on Amazon for $2.99. We're having a flash sale. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm just telling you a little bit of my story. If you've just joined, I'm Dr. Melva, your cancer success strategist, and I help people that have just been diagnosed with cancer get over the scare, the overwhelm, understand their diagnosis, navigate the cancer care system through my online coaching program, Cancer Success System, as well as this book. So please go get a copy of this book for $2.99. So back to PSA. So I was sharing the story that I always knew I wanted to be a doctor. And I've always talked about my mother being a breast cancer survivor. And I said, I hope my dad doesn't get me because he's not a Facebook guy at all. So don't tell him I talked about him. But he was recently diagnosed with very advanced prostate cancer. And I've tried my best, I promise you, to be a daughter and not a doctor. But some things that are just in you, they don't go away. So, okay, hold on one second. All of my non-tech friends are like, I have no idea how to join the party. I keep getting your old videos. I need like an assistant here to help all my people who are like not Facebook savvy. So that's so cute. You should see the text messages I'm getting. So my story changed. And I was able to read this book. I just got my hard copy yesterday. Hard copies will be out in a couple weeks, but get your digital copy today for $2.99. My story changed when my father was diagnosed with advanced prostate cancer. Thank you so much for sharing the link, Dr. Sam. I appreciate it. Thank you for getting your copy. And I'll admit, it's been really, really hard for me to get on here and do cancer chats. It's been hard for me to really even read some of the things and the stories that I talk about in this book because I'm going through it firsthand. We've had some great experiences, and thank you to the doctors who have saved, tons of lives with your dedication and time in the hospital, but we've also had some not so great experiences. And I'm very in tune with that, especially when it comes to cancer care. So, all right, so let me share a little bit. So has everybody gotten their copy? Thank you so much for joining. Look at all the comments. I appreciate the launch party. Everybody see my balloons? We're having a party. I need like some dance music in here. Woo! All right, so I'm gonna read a little bit out of the book. But give me 1 second. Let me make sure. Let's see. Okay. So I'm still here live. Sorry. Technical difficulties. All right. So any questions that anybody has, anything that I can answer, cancer related or not, about being a caretaker, okay, let's see. Okay, I have to add it to my timeline because I have it blocked. Thank you guys so much for sharing on my timeline. I appreciate that. All right. So let me tell you a little bit about the introduction, who this book is for. So What comes after hearing those? Yay! Thank you so much for getting your copy, Cousin Katrina. You're the best supporter. Thanks for the group text message with the family. Love it, love it, love it. I hope you enjoyed reading it. So the blurb, let me read the back for anyone who's trying to figure out, maybe I should get this book, maybe I shouldn't. Should I spend my $2.99? Should I keep it for a couple of value meal items? Hey, Cousin Kay, so good to see you here. Thank you so much for buying the book. I appreciate your support. We love everybody's reviews. So just to read the back, what comes after hearing these 3 life-changing words? You have cancer. How do you keep up with all the appointments? Yay! Thank you, Dawn. Just bought the book. She's not on Facebook, but she's texting me. Thank you so much. She set a reminder. She's in California. I have like the best support. I love you all so much. You know, I don't ask for things a lot, so this is a little outside of my comfort zone. But here we go. How do you keep up with all of the appointments and beat the complicated healthcare system, all while preserving the quality of your personal and professional lives? Every patient deserves considerate navigation through cancer, and every physician has the ability to be the guide. So that's a little bit about the backstory. Wanted to share a couple posts. I went through the notes, and it's a nice little pocket size. Yay! My friend Dr. Faith joined. Hey, Dr. Faith, thank you so much for joining. Please get your copy with the link below. I was sharing with them how my non-Facebook technical friends were here. Hey, Dr. Cree, thanks so much for joining. If somebody can please post a comment below. Hey, Dr. Washington, this is so much fun. Oh my gosh, I didn't know it would be so hot. I think it's like 80 degrees in my house. So anyway, we have balloons for the party. Yay, Dr. Cree. Dr. Cree says she's getting hers now. So I have balloons for everybody. I couldn't get the green, but I have the gold and silver. All right, so let me share a little bit from the book. Thank you so much for everyone who's joining, coming during your lunchtime. This is a lot of fun. All right, let me flip. I went through here and, I was going to say about the size of the book. So I talk so fast. Let me slow down. This is funny. I should have had Leon here with me helping. So anyway, it's a nice pocket size. So for all of you doctors who are on the phone, or if you work in healthcare, you know how we love to stuff stuff in our white coats or our scrub pockets. This is a quick read. You can stuff it inside your purse. Thank you so much for sharing the link, Dr. Cree. Oh, wait. Whew. Doing too much. So this is a nice bite-sized read. With some quick points, inspiration. If you know anyone who's been affected by cancer, recently diagnosed, a survivor, anyone who's an oncologist who needs a reminder about why they went into medicine on those rough days where it's hard to show compassion, this is a quick read. You can grab a cup of coffee and probably be done with it. So, hey, Cousin Trey. I want to call him his other name, but he's cool Trey now. Thanks so much for joining and watching. All right, so I love the love. You guys are so awesome to spend your mornings, for all of you on the West Coast, and your lunch for those of you on the East Coast with me. I appreciate it. Again, I have the day off, and my staff is holding it down. Thank you so much. Thank you to my patients. I'm so excited. All right, so this is a bite-sized copy. Those of you just joining. Hey, my husband joined. Hey, Leon. Thanks, Trey. Love you too. Thank you so much. Grab your copy, $2.99 below. Someone can post the link again. It's the bit.ly link /doctormelva. So what I was sharing is that this is bite-sized tidbits of inspiration, a guide to use for anyone who is recently diagnosed or affected with cancer anyway, to be honest. And my son, who I wish was joining me, but I couldn't keep him out of preschool for this. I thought about it, but he needs to go and learn. He says, I let the girls and Leland see the book last night, and Leland said, I like it. And he's like, it's mine. I go hide it in my room. And I'm like, no, I only have one copy. Bring it back. And then he was eating dinner, and he said, I like it. So again, you can get the book. Thank you so much, Dr. Z. Hi, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Deandra Crumley, for joining. Thank you. Please make sure you get your copy. Hey, Dr. Alucci, thank you so much. This is a lot of fun. Hey, Dr. Faith. She says, hey, Dr. Melva, I finally figured out this Facebook Live. thing out. I'm proud of me. Gonna buy your bite-sized book. Thank you so much, Dr. Faith. And you give hope to everybody else who's not on Facebook and hasn't figured Facebook out yet. It's okay. All right, and my hubby says, congrats, Dr. Melva. Thank you, Leon. I needed you here to help me. You know, like, I don't know. I look pretty sweaty. I think it's like 80 degrees in our house, but I have balloons. Hey, Dr. Taylor. Everybody's just joining the party. Woo! All right, so let me read a little insert from Putting the Good C in Cancer Care. All right? Whew, where's the fan? Leon, did you leave it in here hot for me so I get all excited and stuff for the launch? Because it is hot. Where is the fan? Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Oh my gosh, it's hot. Whew. Lord mercy. All right, I am back. I'm so sorry about that. Y'all know me. I have to keep it real. It's getting hot in here. Thank you so much for joining. All right, let me share a passage. All right, let's see. Okay. Gonna find a good one. Okay, so I shared a little bit about my story. Turn on your AC. I did. I just cut on the AC. This is just too much. Just too much. See, that's why I usually come on here with the hat and stuff. Like, I don't know how y'all pretty girls, makeup girls get it together. I can't do this every day. Hey, Royale, congratulations. Thank you so much. Congratulations on you, almost 5-year cancer survivor, right? Thank you for being a supporter of mine. Make sure you head on over to get your copy between 12 and 1 p.m. Eastern for $2.99. It's already $12.22, so we have a little bit more. Yeah, I know. What do you mean you hate makeup, Dr. Sam? You were the one when we first started, like, go get your makeup. But anyway, I have some on. It is getting hot here, Dr. Faith. Okay, let me share. All right, so part of the reason that I wrote the book is that I've been in training for a super long time. Aw, thanks, Trey. You know how you do it. I don't. This is all like, last minute made up stuff. All right, so let's see. So in the early stages, so I'm sharing a little tidbit from the introduction. So in the early stages of my career, I devoted my life and time, insert blood, sweat, tears, all that other stuff, to understanding the science of cancer, treatment options, and the effects of therapy. Armed with that strong knowledge and experience, I then became interested in the art of cancer care and the challenge of providing comprehensive support to all people, including those who don't have ready access to such services. I focused on learning everything I possibly could about treating cancer, but then people said, Dr. Melva, what can I do to prevent cancer? So I bring that up, and one of the reasons I wrote that is that when I focused on the science, I understand the studies, I know what you're supposed to do, but then I would have that 1 or 5 or 10 patients that challenged the system, or that their emotions and their feelings got in the way of their decisions to live. And I somehow transformed into this compassionate doctor. And it wasn't until, I remember it's been about 2 years now, and I was at this mastermind. My God, I'm sweating so much. I was at this mastermind, and I was just talking. I promise, I was just talking. It wasn't anything like earth-shattering. I was talking about my experience being a cancer doctor, being a board-certified radiation oncologist, for those of you just joining. And I look around the room of about 40 to 50 people, and everyone's in tears. And I was like, wait, hold up a minute. What's going on? And they were in tears of joy. And as we went around the room with the mic, people shared with me that they wish that they'd had someone with my compassion, not someone, a physician, a board-certified radiation oncologist, a board-certified oncologist who had my level of compassion when they insert themselves, their family members, their mother, their son, their daughters were going through cancer treatments. And I'll be honest, I've been in denial for quite some time. Anybody else ever been in denial? I thought that what I do is what every doctor does. I thought that the conversations I have with my patients, the questions I ask, the level of trust that we develop, I thought it was just natural. I thought everywhere you go, everybody else is doing exactly what I'm doing. And it wasn't until that moment, and maybe till recently too, I get chill bumps, like goosebumps, like every time I'm done with a consult and the patient will say, I have to tell you something. And I'll be like, oh God, here it comes. And I'm like, no, you don't really have to, you don't have to. Thanks, Dr. Faith. She said denial ain't just a river in Egypt. You're too funny. I'm so glad you're here for the party. And they'll say, thank you. You have no idea what it means that you listened and you took the time to explain what's going on. And that's what this book is about. It's about teaching others that they deserve. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, Dr. Portia. Hey, Karen Bailey. Walking in God's purpose. Yes, Karen. Teaching other people, that's my cousin, love you, that you deserve compassion, that you deserve someone who will listen to you, that when you've been diagnosed with cancer, it's not a death sentence. It is an awakening for you that maybe something in your life is broken, and it's an opportunity to live an even more rewarding life. So yeah, I've been in denial. I didn't realize that what I did was special. I didn't realize that my level of compassion and trust that I have with my patients was what got people through, until letters came in, until patients held me up and were like, Dr. Melva, we got to tell you, you got something special here. Until people got into tears around me. I even had one patient that came up to me, not a patient I treated, and we were at this mastermind, and I think she watched me. This was actually on video when the whole room was crying and I was talking. And she came up to me and she's like, Dr. Melva, I don't think you get it, honey. And I was like, get what? I don't get what? I probably don't. And she was like, what you have is special. And she started to tear up as she shared her story of being a 2-3-time cancer survivor, the side effects she had with treatment. And she said, I would have given anything to have had a Dr. Melva during my treatment. I remember that moment, and I just breathed in and I was like, okay, God, I got it. I got to stop hiding that I'm a doctor. I have to stop, not letting people know that I'm a radiation oncologist. And I have to realize what you've given me is a gift and that I'm walking in my purpose. Those of you who've joined me or seen me for some years, you've seen me do probably a little bit of everything. Make sure you get your copy below. The link is in the link. The link is in the link. Sorry, I'm getting lost in the story. Thank you so much, Dr. Sam. $2.99, get your copy. But I was in denial. So if you've followed me for a long time, or if you've known me for like most of my life, like my family on here, people are always like, what are you doing now, Melva? Or I had like the soccer mom thing going on for a while. Everything. Thank you, Trey. Thank you, Georgie. Thank you, Trey. I love your support, but it's like, what are you doing? Are you selling knives? Or you're a soccer coach? Thank you so much for getting your copy, Dr. KT, Dr. Cree. And I kind of did everything except say, I am an expert radiation oncologist. I am a cancer success strategist. I am your friend on the journey. I'm your educated friend. I am your patient advocate. I will stand up for you, anybody in your family, and I will help you get to where you need to be. I never said that. Like literally, it's taken programs and courses and, shout out to Dr. Dre, my other classmates in this academy. Writing this book means a lot because it actually got me, for one of the first times in my life, to stand up and walk into my power, walk into my purpose. And that's as a cancer strategy, cancer success strategist. I'm a board certified radiation oncologist, and it's a calling that I've had. And thanks, Karen. Thanks, cousin Karen. Dr. Zarina says, yes, this is definitely your purpose. Thank you so much. It's harder to read through these. Thank you so much for joining. Hey, Dr. Portia, thank you. Royal says, I love your commitment. The compassion you have means so much to cancer patients. I have a great team that would hug me, explain in detail, and even cry with me. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you watching me. I appreciate you guys putting up with my changes, but I think I'm here. I have my one thing, my one focus. This is really where I'm supposed to be. So, we love you too. Thank you so much, Dr. Washington. I appreciate everybody coming. Please make sure you get your copy. We have about 30 more minutes. This is a lot of work. I'll be looking forward to y'all's launches, all my doctors that are on here writing books. But again, going back to that situation when it became really, really clear to me, and even though it was clear to me, I still kept moving away from it. Like, I don't do anything different. Everybody's compassionate. But that's not the case. So let me read a little bit more. Okay, Dr. Faith, let me see. Dr. Faith, you were getting this little commenting on Facebook Live. Everybody shout out to Dr. Faith Abbott. Please encourage her to put a picture up on her profile. She is a board certified and family medicine physician and a dear, dear friend, super supporter of mine. And she's new to Facebook, so help her out, everybody. So she says, I've known you since before you were a doctor. Correction, a board certified radiation oncologist. You were compassionate then, so it's always been a part of your fabric. Oh, you're so eloquent with your words. That's something you develop in life, not necessarily, yeah, I'm the bomb. You are, Dr. Faith. Thank you so much. Everybody, please make sure if you're just joining me, I'm Dr. Melva, your cancer success strategist. I am a board certified radiation oncologist. And this is my release party for putting the good C in cancer care. Compassion, connection, community, and choices. The 4 C's. It helps you after you've heard those words. You've been diagnosed with cancer, or a friend has been diagnosed with cancer, or you work in the cancer field, or you just want to know how to support. And there's even a chapter in the end. This was for everybody who kept saying, Dr. Melva, how can I prevent it? So the whole last section is choices. Dr. Faith, get that picture up for Melva, laugh out loud. Thanks, cousin Trey. She's going to need several reminders. So the last section is on choices. So we talk about optimal wellness, doing a stress inventory. Does anybody need to do a stress inventory in their lives? Hey, Dr. Crystal, thanks so much for joining. Achieving balance. Food is medicine, so we talk all about nutrition, plant-based diets, just touching on it, not in detail. I have to refer you to someone else's book for details. And taking care of yourself. So how many of us know how important it is to take care of ourselves and don't do it? Raise your hands, I see you. I know you hardworking doctors and all my patients that I've seen. I have to force you almost to take a break, take a spa day, do something for yourself. Dr. Faith says, I'm going to post a pic of Janet Jackson as my profile pic. Well, make sure it doesn't violate any Super Bowl rules. Me, yes, thank you, Dr. Cree. So talking about taking care of ourselves, and taking care of ourselves includes doing preventive measures. So we talk about screening. So if you're over 50, you should have a colonoscopy, okay? It's not gonna violate you. You'll be asleep. You probably won't remember it, but it can save your life. If you are over a certain age, they keep changing the recommendations. You need to get your blood PSA test, okay? It's a prick, it's blood. Primary care doctors are great at talking about it. But to learn some of these things, you have to go to the doctor. And what's interesting is, I talk about this in the book, most of the patients that I see haven't been to doctors in years. Matter of fact, they don't like doctors. Hey, Dr. Harper, thanks so much for joining. Hey, Dr. Faith, yes, you can probably give me, my primary care doctors here, all the recommendations because they change so much. And sometimes by the time I see people, they've completely missed whatever recommendations there have been. But a lot of my patients hate doctors. Maybe until they meet me, like, honestly, and after the second time, they're like, okay, you're not that bad just because you're a doctor. Yes, colonoscopy, Dr. Moore, PSA test. Hey, Dr. Tanika, my sister joined. She can help with some of the primary care screenings. Another board-certified family medicine doctor joining us. Screening and tests are important. And the difference in what I talk about here, the reason that compassion is important is because when you're diagnosed with cancer, you're going to meet a ton of doctors, from the surgeon to the radiation oncologist like me, to the medical oncologist, depending on your care, to pathologists reading your test, like Dr. Crystal Moore, who's on here. Hey, Dr. Tanika, thanks so much. Congratulations. Grab your link, the copies, grab your copy, the link's below. I'm like, sorry. I think that was my aunt calling. She's probably like calling to tell me congratulations. Sorry, I can't take the call during the live stream. Thank you so much, aunt. I have to call you back. So cute. So anyway, like Dr. Crystal Moore, who's here, a pathologist, will be reading your pathology when it comes. Radiologists, like Dr. Nina is a breast radiologist, will be looking at your films depending on, you know, what you have or what the diagnosis is. So you're going to meet a host of providers, a host of doctors, and I have that in the chapter. Let's see. In section 2, connection, we talk about chapter 6, the team approach. So we kind of go over a little bit of who you'll meet, who the providers are, just a quick rundown so you can, again, put this in your pocketbook or put this in your backpack, in your shirt pocket. It's small enough. to learn a little bit about who you're going to meet. Yay, pathologist Dr. Crystal Moore. So I hope everybody hops on down to the link, bit.ly/DRMELVA 2018. We have a little less than 30 minutes left to go for the launch between 12 and 1 to get your flash sale, $2.99 on Amazon. The digital copy, you can read it. If you don't have a Kindle, you can get the free Amazon Reader, Amazon Kindle app on the different phones. And then the print copy will be available soon. So this is my proof. I have to go through it. But anyway, it's so nice. Like I can hold it and see it. It's so real. I appreciate everybody being on here. This is like so much fun. Everybody just joining. I'm Dr. Melva, your cancer success strategist. I'm a board certified radiation oncologist. I have balloons. Tanika, did you see my balloons? I have balloons. They didn't have my color green because of the holidays, so I guess I should have gone early. But do y'all remember when you used to have to do a lot of work to get balloons? Now you can just go to the Dollar Tree. Loving it. So anyway, so let me see. Let me read a little bit more. All right, I had some passages I wanted to read. Okay, so this is for, hey, Catrice is watching. So this is for all of my, thank you for the balloons. Yeah, it was hard like getting them in the scene and stuff. Dr. Dre, my coach, has joined. Hello, 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 welcome, and thank you for helping me make this a reality. Dr. Dre on Birch is here. So I wanted to read a little bit of inspiration for anyone diagnosed with cancer or you know anyone. Hey, Dr. Tokes, thanks so much for joining. Let cancer, and this is in the chapter of sensing the patient's every need, care, and concern, okay? So I'm going to read a couple sections in this one. This is one of my favorite sections. So doctors can offer treatments, sometimes cures, but what you put into your journey is just as important as the medicine, drugs, or radiation that we put in your body. This is a working relationship. So any thoughts on that? Anybody else want to chime in? You know, the old school way with doctors used to be that you come to us, we tell you everything to do, that parental type, and you didn't have to do anything but show up. But I truly believe that to have success in cancer, it's a working relationship between what works for you and your body and with your cancer team. Lisa, they ran out because of the Eagle celebration. Because of the green. Yeah, probably. All right, Dr. Kanik says he got his copy of the book. Look forward to read it. Thanks for letting me know. Thank you, Dr. Kanik. Thank you to all my radiation oncologists and other doctors who are in clinic, clicking the link to get your copy, even though you can't be on Facebook Live in the clinic. You could, but you know. Anyway, we'll keep going. So Dr. Faith says PSA typically starts at 40 years old or sooner for any test is needed. Colonoscopy starts at 50 years unless there are some reasons to do it earlier. You never have to wait if there's a reason for a test. Yes, Dr. Faith, I agree with that. Thank you for updating me. Crystal Moore, yes, cancer care is a collaborative journey. It absolutely is. All right, so let me read another section. All right, so I'm still in the care and concern of the patient. Sam Price, what is the link to get the physical book as well and how much? So Sam, that's coming out later. As I mentioned, my life kind of was turned upside down for those of you just joining me. My story changed a couple weeks ago when my father was diagnosed with prostate cancer. So I will get the link up to the physical copy soon and be happy to share it with everybody. Thanks so much, Dr. Sam. You're wonderful and on it. She's so good. She's like our class president. All right, so another section I want to read is, with that being said, I would like to add that you can still live a rewarding life even after cancer. As a matter of fact, I would say that the majority of my patients explain that they now live more rewarding lives than before they were diagnosed. All right, and I go into the book, so you have to take a stab and look at that. All right, this is another section that I really like, okay? And this goes for a lot of things. But let cancer know that it cannot control you. Begin your cancer journey declaring that you are in control of your quality of life, of the type of treatments that you will have, and of how you manage your personal life outside of your medical situation. You, not cancer, are in control. So I like that. I don't know if that resonates with anybody here, if I have any survivors on, people who have been affected, but most people don't wake up or go to the doctor and say, I've been diagnosed with cancer, and ask the question that I think should be asked. Will I be that person that is cured? Will I be that person that has a great quality of life? Will I be that person where the treatments may not have as bad as side effects because I'm preparing my body to take those treatments? Most people ask all the negative questions. So I talk a lot in the book about being positive, being in control of how your treatments go, your treatment course. So again, if you're just joining, thank you so much for watching. This has been a lot of fun. It's hot over here. I think it's like 80 degrees in my house. My AC is kicking on. It is 12:40. We have 20 more minutes. So if you can please head on over to the link and grab your copy for $2.99. The link is in the comments. Thank you so much for everybody who reposted that. Let's see. Again, this is bite-sized chunks of inspiration, encouragement, and really a roadmap to get you through being diagnosed with cancer or helping someone else as a caregiver, as a professional, if you refer to oncologists. Bite-sized information. You can stick it in your pocket, in your purse. It's a quick coffee read. Those of you who know me know this is really hard for me to be on here for an hour because I don't talk this much. I'm so straight to the point, right? So anyway, and I'll tell you, most of my patients love that about me because I usually say what other doctors won't. I'm pretty straightforward and transparent, very authentic. Thank you so much. Dr. Sam said the cover is so pretty. Yes, I trusted the artist on this. I didn't have a lot of, only had minor changes because I was like, I'm not an artist. I'm going to go with it. So, all right. My kids loved it, by the way. They're like, yeah, look at all the hands. All right. So Dr. Faith says, wishing you the best for your dad and your entire family through the journey of his treatment. Thank you so much. Congratulations on the discovery of the diagnosis. Sounds strange to say this, but as a primary care doc, I often have to work overtime. And yes, you do talk that much. Dr. Faith, I'm gonna have to kick you off. But focused on saying something and literally having makeup with my little balloons and being on here so long. So anyway, all right. So let me know if you have questions. Has everybody gotten their copies? Share in the links below. Please share this with your friends. If there's anyone you know who can benefit from reading this pocket read today until about another 18 minutes, it's $2.99. So super excited. All right, let's read some more. Let's read a little bit more. All right, so let's see. I marked some other areas. Okay, so if my team is still on, I don't know if our next patient came, I always talk about this in the clinic, right? So coordination of care. I literally could have a shirt that says, I'm Dr. Melva, coordinate care. Because it drives me wild that in systems, large systems of healthcare, how much my patients have to go through to put things together. So let me see, go back. I'm missing some of the comments. Dr. Tanika says, hey, I'm one that just joined, so take a deep breath and say the title of your new book and the link where we can go get it now, please. Thanks. It's not showing in the comments for me. Okay, so that's my sister, Dr. Tanika Pin. She's like, slow it down. Little sister. All right, so the link, if someone can post it for me, please. It's in the comment section at the top, but it's http://bit.ly/doctor, DRMELVA2018. Again, that's http://bit.ly/DRMELVA2018. So Dr. Tanika, please let me know if you got that. And you can copy it from above. And Dr. Morris said, take your time, share your story, share some patient experiences, share your heart. Oh, you're so sweet. Look at all these lovingly sweet people who are like, you got this. Dr. Faith, yeah, here's a question. Can I borrow the $2.99 from you to buy the book? Oh my goodness. Dr. Faith, KT Johnson, I got you. Thank you so much for posting the link. It's much easier. Trey, thank you so much. Man, y'all are so awesome. Let me grab my water. I'll be back. Got some fresh water here. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. I think it was cold last night, so we must have heated the house up. And then I have the AC on, but I wanted to be where my signal would be good. So I'm in my made up office, which is really a clean corner of the kitchen. Sorry. You guys are the best for sticking around. Thank you so much, Dr. Sam. Thanks, Dr. Cree. Thanks, cousin Georgie. So, all right, you guys see my balloons. We're having a party. All right, so, okay. So what I was saying, this story, thank you for the love. Thank you for the love. All right, so everybody please get your copy. We have about 16 minutes left. I hope everybody's having some fun, learning a couple things. Dr. Tanika says, you may have shared already, but tell us, what is the most important reason you wrote the book? Don't y'all love how my sister, helps me? She's so fabulous. And we need to get her on Facebook. We need to see a picture of her face as well. We're already working with Dr. Faith, now Dr. Tanika. So I wrote this book, and I may have shared, but I'm sharing again. Hey, Dr. Tony, thanks so much for joining. Melva telling all her secrets. So I wrote this book. Thank you so much for getting your copy, Dr. Tony. I wrote this book because I had a message to share, and I may have mentioned this before if you've been watching, but I've been in denial for a long time that compassion in cancer care is a gift and a calling for me. After seeing patients come confused and scared and overwhelmed, and being able to see that transformation in my patients, I wanted to put that together in a guide. So if other people who are working with cancer patients or other people themselves who find themselves diagnosed as a cancer patient, I wanted them to have some hope and encouragement. So Dr. Tanika, that's why I wrote this book. The other reason I wrote the book is because I had to write this book, right? Because my husband secretly thinks that all these hours I spend on the internet doing all these business ventures, writing books. I don't know if you're still watching, Leon, but he's like, are you really actually doing anything? Or are you just cutting it up back there with your classmates? But we do have a good time in class. So I had to finish it. And I also wrote this book because my kids are watching. And my kids were so excited last night when I got the proof and they came out and they could hold it. Hey, my husband, Leon got his copy. Yay, thanks, babe. You got me this hot house. Got some water. Cheers. We do have a great time, Dr. Cree. But my husband was like, are you in class learning about writing a book? Or y'all just cutting up? And I was like, well, I made my way through school cutting up. So that's how you really learn the best, to be in a happy place, right? So anyway, I wrote this book because I want to leave a legacy, okay? I want to know that after all of these years of training, all the blood, sweat, tears, all the sacrifices, that I'm putting a mark and letting people know that just because you're diagnosed with cancer, it's not over. That all the doctor's appointments that you have, that like I said, my shirt should say, let's coordinate the care. Okay, so I'm writing that. Let's see. We have a great time. Just checking in for your Aunt Joyce. Aunt Joyce. Thanks, Aunt Joyce, for sharing. Thanks. Is it Ariella? Thanks so much for joining. Make sure you get your copy below. Flash sale for 13 more minutes for $2.99. The bit.ly link. And Dr. Sam, you said both. I missed what I was saying that the comment was for. So, this is a lot of work. Any questions for me? Anything that I could answer about cancer, about being a radiation oncologist? Feel free not to put me on the spot. I have a lot of jokesters in my life. Katrina, you are fierce and funny, Dr. Melva. Thank you so much, cousin Katrina. And thank you for coordinating, letting the family know. Crystal. Dr. Crystal, how could I not read that out loud? She's like, don't read this out loud as if nobody else can see it. Your hair is fine. You don't need to keep checking it. Relax. You're doing great. Love you, Dr. Crystal. How could I not read that out loud? I'm hot because y'all know I don't keep this white coat on that much. So let me take it off. I'm tripping like I keep my white coat on and I don't. So anyway, all right. Questions, having fun and doing working class. Yes, that is so important to have fun and doing working class because we have to learn a lot. We take on a lot as doctors. All right, I'm going to read another insert. All right. Again, the chapters are short, quick reads, so if you want to do that, hey, Dr. Yvette, thanks so much for joining me. Make sure everybody gets their link. We have about 11 minutes to go for the party. Water comes in water glass. Moonshine comes in jars. Okay, I'm not going to tell you which one it is then. Okay, so Dr. Crystal said, I love that people are helping me. What is one of the first things that a patient should do after diagnosis of cancer? I think it's different for everybody, but I think one of the most important things is to acquire knowledge. So understand what your treatment options are. And I kind of say the same things a lot. Oh, hey, Dr. Thomas, you're joining me. Where's your book launch? Hey, Dr. Dre, thanks for joining. So you should find out more. So you should find out more about your diagnosis so you can understand it and not be afraid. You should find support. So please don't go to your visits alone for your results, your lab work, your treatment times. So when you're first diagnosed with cancer, please make sure you learn more, acquire knowledge, find support, and really figure out what your goal in care is. And I talk about that in one of the first chapters, where if I've been in a room with the patient for longer than 5 minutes and I have not asked them what their goal of care is, I don't think that I'm doing my job. I want to know what's important for you. So for example, hey, Dr. DeQuisha, thanks for joining me. Hey, Trey, it's moonshine and that's why she's sweating. Oh, you got jokes, Trey. I won't ever tell. Let me get some more. So it's really important that we know our goals of treatment. So the other week I was talking to someone who came in, and it's easy. Make sure you get your copy. We have about 10 minutes left. The link below. Hey, Dr. Nee, thanks so much for joining. It's important to know, as a person diagnosed with cancer, what your goal of treatment is. I was talking to a patient a couple weeks ago, and from the outside, it may have looked like their goal was to no longer be in pain, because we were treating a right hip area on this gentleman, and names and times changed for privacy. And when I asked what his goal of care was, he said he wanted to be there to see his first great-grandchild born. And I pause with that, because if we assume that the goal is to get through treatments, if we assume the goal is to pull away pain, as oncologists, as care providers, we're missing what's important to get that patient through the treatment. So for this patient in particular, when times got rough, we talked about that great-grandchild being born. You know, I think he wants a son as a great-grandchild because the grandchildren are all daughters, and he has the time lined up and no pressure on his family member. Hey, Tiffany, thanks so much for joining. And so it's just important to make sure that we, as providers and caregivers and oncologists, make sure that we know the goal of care for our patients. And as people diagnosed with cancer who find yourself as a cancer patient, it's important that you know your goal of treatment so that you can help to direct your treatments. And if things aren't going the way that help you get to your goal, then let's change them, okay? So that's a good point I'd just like to make. Thank you so much. Sabrina says, good point, very good, there you go. Thanks, Crystal. Y'all like talk more. I'm not used to being on stage for this long. Like, I would have run off by now or come up with an excuse like I had to leave, like a kid crying or a dog going crazy. Thank you so much, Tiffany, for being a supporter and coming on. Hey, Dr. Cole. Hey, Dr. Tanya. Thanks for joining. Crystal said, Dr. Crystal said, how do we identify care goals without knowing what the options are? So Dr. Crystal, and I may have answered this before, but I think you can identify care goals more in a general sense. So some people want to be comfortable. Just got your book. Thank you so much, Dr. Tanya. Hey, Dr. Goldie, thanks for joining. Some people's, their goal of care is to be, I hate to start with this one, but they want death with dignity. Other people's care goals are that their family members don't have to suffer. Other people's care goals are that they don't want to be nauseated or vomiting, so it's important to take certain meds to pre-medicate them, or they may opt out of a certain type of treatment. Other people's care goals may just be that every day they want to wear a blaze orange or a bright pink or neon color to treatments, and when they come every day, cut up with us and the radiation care staff. It's amazing what's gotten a lot of my patients through, and a lot of it's things that I could never have imagined. So goals of care, I think, can be different, and they can change depending on how much information you know, like you said, about your diagnosis and where your treatments are going. Hey, Dr. Goldie. Hey, Dr. Ebony. Thanks so much for joining. Dr. Faith says, yes, support is so important, and don't take a hot-headed... Find a family member, friend who can be a good supporter to the patient, respectful to the doctor. Thank you, Dr. Faith. You have such a way with words. Dr. Crystal said, how did it feel when a loved one was diagnosed? Dr. Crystal, you asked those hard-hitting questions. It sucked. It absolutely sucked. My heart dropped. You got 6 minutes, grab your copy here. My heart dropped because sometimes no matter how much we do, how much we know, you help people to the extent that they want to be helped. And I think one of the hardest lessons that I've learned as a radiation oncologist is that I don't choose what someone's cancer care journey, what their health preventive measured journeys will be. When you come to me, I listen to what it is you want. I listen to what you ask me to provide, whether that's information, whether that's some smiles, whether that's energy, but I don't choose that. So it sucked. It absolutely sucked because I can't save everyone, and sometimes I can't even save the people closest to me. But you know what? Because this is my purpose and this is my calling, when I had to kick in to be a Dr. Melva, to be the radiation oncologist, I did that with grace. It hasn't been easy, and my sister, Dr. Tanika's here, and I don't know how she feels about me talking about this, but we got through it, and thank God we have a wonderful praying family that we're getting through this. We're at the beginning of the journey. For those of you just joining, I'm Dr. Melva, your board-certified radiation oncologist and cancer success strategist. I shared some of my story, and it's recently changed. So my mother is a cancer survivor of breast cancer, about 15 years, and now we're going through treatments with my father. So as my story has changed, I think my purpose has grown stronger. So I hope that you get your copy of this book. Dr. Crystal, I hope that answered your question. We'll continue, and like I said, yes, thank you so much. I appreciate everybody's prayers. Really, we can feel them. It's absolutely wonderful. And Dr. Crystal said, very good, focus on your serving your patients and the time will fly by. Yeah, I hope so. Time can move slowly, but we want it to go by quickly. Thank you so much for sharing the link. We have about 4 more minutes. If you haven't gotten your copy, please get your copy. We have a flash sale, $2.99 below. Thank you, Dr. Moore. Dr. Cree said, we've been praying. Thank you so much. Dr. Moore says, how does your book help people who felt like you did when your loved one was diagnosed? Oh, that's a great question. I think my book, let's go to where in the book we go. So the first chapter, I start out talking about compassion, and I think that's important to read that. Thank you so much, Dr. Ebony, for getting your copy. Hey, Dr. Pam, thank you so much for getting your copy. We have about 4 minutes to go. Trey says, prayers everything. Thank you for being a blessing to those in need. Black Girls Rock. Thanks so much, Trey. Dr. Alexia, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yes, it's very difficult. I had no idea that during this book launch, this is what I'd be talking about, but God has a way of working, and I think our message will reach, or my message will reach those of you who need to hear it, and please share this. Like I mentioned before, PSA saves lives, especially for Black men. Get that test, follow up on results. If you need a biopsy, please get one. But Dr. Crystal asked a question about how this helps patients. So the first chapter is the emotional impact of a cancer diagnosis. I talk about chapter 2, uncertain days ahead. Number 3, from fear to familiarity. I talk about crying and the importance of crying. Brandy says, so proud that we work with you, sending lots of love from Ahoskie. Oh, thanks so much, Brandy. I'm so glad you ladies were able to chime in. I hope things are going well in clinic. I appreciate Dr. Scarantino covering for us today in Ahoskie. I appreciate you joining. Hope everybody gets their copy. We have about 2 more minutes. Thank you, Dr. Faith. You just ordered it. Welcome, Dr. Edwards. I go over sensing the every need of patients. Hey, Megan, as hard as dealing with the family member's diagnosis is, I'm sure that your compassion and passion for being an advocate has only grown due to your experiences. Oh, thanks so much, Megan. Megan is my dosimetrist. She helps to treat all of our patients. She's a rock. I'm blessed to be able to work with her. I trust her very much, and we have a great working relationship, which is very important. I kind of talk about this too, because I can't say that every cancer center I've been in, I can trust everyone with my patient's care. So thank you so much, everybody, for joining. I think I'm just about to wrap up. We have 2 more minutes. If you haven't gotten your copy of Putting the Good C in Cancer Care, I'm Dr. Melva, and you can get it below. I think it's in the comments if you scroll up, or it's at the top somewhere. We're going to have a party afterwards. I'm not sure who. Maybe I'll get the kids out of school, but if you missed it, we have balloons. Woo! Thank you so much. This has been fun. Gonna sign off in a minute, but I appreciate everybody sticking around. Thank you so much. I'm so excited. Again, thank you to all my classmates, all my friends, all my family. I love you all, and gonna have a little bit more of this. get your copy, and the hard copy will be available soon. I'm signing off. I'm Dr. Melva, your board certified radiation oncologist and cancer success strategist. I hope you enjoy reading this quick read. And again, thank you so much. I love each of you dearly. You can follow me below at www.doctormelva. Nope, that's not it. You can follow me on Facebook at www.facebook.com/doctormelva, DOCTORMELVA. Bye. Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye.